Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today we got some of the newest mods to touch Nexus. Some will be new, some will already be trending, and some are going to be very underrated. You might have missed it. So if you end up enjoying this video, or maybe find a mod that you hadn't seen yet and ended up liking it, make sure you hit that like button down below. And maybe subscribe to the channel if you're feeling generous today. Other than that, let's dive right in. The first mod up today is Wizarding Traversal Magic. This mod has 3 new spells to your game, but what's different from the usual kitty tail mods is that these act like powers. So you press your hotkey to activate them, which by default should be Z. The Mist Apparition, the first spell that you get, is kind of like Whirlwind Sprint. For lack of better words, when you press the activate button, you'll move fast in whichever direction you're currently holding the key in. But for the apparition travel, this one is simple. It only works for fast travel though, so now when you fast travel, it'll be instant. No time will pass when you reach your destination, and you'll get the cool effects once your load screen ends. Very useful for a survival playthrough because you can headcanon you're just that great of a mage. But the other magic, my favorite one, allows for you to travel to whatever direction your character is currently looking. So it won't matter where your camera is facing, it's based on where your character's direction is. This one is perfect for dodging while in combat, especially while facing big monsters like giants. It's kind of like an action movie with this power, to be honest. You probably won't be able to use it this often though, because it does cost 180 magicka per teleport, and I did have God mode on. But up next we got a mod review. This mod is called Dragonborn Bestiary. I kind of put it in my Dragonborn overhaul video, but I wanted to give it a proper showcase. This mod is a journal like in The Witcher where you can record the information of creatures in Skyrim. Farm animals and pets, all you have to do is interact with them, but wild animals such as wolves or anything else, you do have to kill them unfortunately to get their information. And to make that menu appear once you get the information, it isn't part of the menu like a normal mod you would see. You have to actually press a hotkey that you can customize, but by default it is the key K. This mod makes for a great Pokédex in my opinion. Even if you played this game for a dozen years now, it's still great to see all the creatures you have encountered on your journey to kill Alduin. But this is more than just pictures of animals in a Skyrim version of a Pokédex, or should I just say Witcher 3. But this one lets you view the lore behind each and every creature, even chickens. I wonder who took the time to type that, to be honest. But it also has the information on what the animal drops after you kill them. If you hope to find certain crafting ingredients, this can be helpful, as well as their weaknesses to kill them faster. And for those mass murderers, there's also a kill count feature at the top near the name of the creature. I do currently use 4th Unknown's creature animations for the bestiary, but that is a separate mod that can be added on top of this. That's how I get my trolls to actually look new. I really think this is a great mod, even if you do know everything about Skyrim. It's just the extra effect it has. But up next we have a new underrated mod, in my opinion, called Evolving Locations Lucky Shack. That shack that was outside of the abandoned prison, if you even know where the location is, has been restored. So now you can actually meet the NPC before the vanilla state of his demise. But after a few days, about 30 or 50 in-game days, it will go back to the vanilla state. But what really makes this mod great is what it does after that. This mod has a dynamic effect similar to Environs, which is actually where this got inspiration from, that as more time passes, the shack will actually get a new resident that will start to get fixes on this shack over time. They actually took the time to make the previous owner a grave, surprisingly. If it was me, I probably would have just threw him in the river and let the animals at least have a good dinner. I don't really think that's evil though. But over time, the shack will be fully restored with the new resident. I don't know if the tree will fall again eventually, that'd be kinda funny, but at least the location is useful now. And the next mod by the same mod author doing similar changes, this mod is called Evolving Locations Riverside Shack. The shack that you usually run into that's overrun by a bear now, at the beginning of your game will actually have a live resident for you to interact with. But of course, over time, just like the previous mod and in vanilla, he will eventually be attacked by a bear who will make that shack his new cave. There's no changes to the location when it's in this state because this is just the vanilla state and will from restored to destroyed. So feel free to kill the bear, nothing will break. But after another 30 days pass, just like before, some residents will take up this location, and if you didn't kill the bear, they will kill it and display its body for all to see. I mean, it's a pretty big bear, I would brag about it too. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be their dinner for weeks also. Each evolving location has 4 stages: the pre-destruction, the vanilla part, which is where it gets destroyed, the repair, and then the newest homes for NPCs. But what I really like about this evolving location series is it's adding more Khajiits and Argonians to my game, which is very rare because mods like this usually just add a Nord or something.
Take a look.
But up next we have an all-in-one for Gunslicer Animations, which are those very provocative animations you see with the stickman thumbnail. It's pretty much the opposite of clickbait. Once you click on it expecting something kind of innocent by a new animation artist, you get hit with something very almost not safe for work. There's no nudity technically, just almost. But this mod's an all-in-one for all their mods, so you'll get new swimming animations, new walking animations, new run animations, and pretty much everything in vanilla, besides attacking animations. Of course the magic animations is my favorite. Just look at it, you're turning into a wiggling, floating, fire spewing lady. Because these are female only also, and it kind of makes sense considering how sexualizing this mod is. Pretty much every animation will have some type of butt wiggling in it, or sticking towards the camera, whichever way you prefer to put it. But honestly, if we ignore that part, these animations aren't bad at all. I can see why the original ones got a lot of downloads, and if the mod author really wanted to, they can make some great animations. They just decided to focus on butt wiggling this time, I guess. On to the next mod. This one is a small texture mod for the Solitude door called HF Solitude Gate, giving the Solitude Gate a new 3D look that fits the style I would expect Imperials to have. This is a great alternative if you're maybe tired of Glorious Door's Solitude Gate, because this looks just as great if not better in my opinion. Still deciding if I want to make that switch though. It's a big decision, but while I decide, you might as well go and grab the other mod, which overhauls Horker Meat, called HF Horker Meat. This mod is a simple mod. There's no real way to explain it better than it made raw meat look better than the cooked version of the food. And I would actually eat this raw if I was given a chance, just based on how good he made it look. But yes, either way, the cooked and raw were both overhauled. Just recently we got a new follower mod that brings us to the Dead Man's Drink and Falkreath. This mod is called Atheris Of Akavir, and the follower Atheris is a very simple follower. No massive quest, just a voice follower with amazing details applied to her face that you can recruit and fight with. She comes with her own custom sword and magic all set up for her to fight with, so you don't have to give her any gear, but she's far from overpowered though. But she definitely won't be a hindrance either. This is a great follower for those people just looking for a new amazing follower without a massive quest to complete just to actually recruit her. You can actually take her sword for yourself because it is custom, but I let her keep it because I didn't have any good weapons to trade with her, unfortunately. Up next we have the Wild Boar Hunter, and this might just be my new favorite armor. This has the new craftable armor based around the ebony smithing perk that features a full set of armor. Unfortunately though, this does not include weapons. But fortunately, it does also come with HDT SMP for you to move around with. It has two parts that come with it, which is the cape part and also the tacit part. You can pick and choose whichever one you want to have on, but I prefer to just have them both on because I mean it won't bother you either way. Just a little bit of clipping never killed anyone. But at the Steed Stone is what really makes this mod great. There's a conjuring book that lets you summon the mount that this mod comes with. Well, technically it is a separate mod, you can't get both of them in one, but the mod lets you summon an armored boar. This mount doesn't have any custom name, it's just an armored boar with your name, but this looks absolutely amazing. It comes with environment mapped armor to match your armor, and a saddle just ready for you to sit on with your 200-pound armor. It does have a glitch mounting on it, just like any custom mount, and the controls for it is a little weird at first, but you'll get used to it within a few seconds if you use horses a lot. And it's kind of slow when you compare it to horses, but it's much cooler looking, so it's an equal trade-off in my opinion. Up next, another underrated series. This mod overhauls the Guldun Rock, called Glorious Guldun Rock. The surprising fact about this though is that I never knew this place even existed until I saw this mod. It's literally right next to the Voltime Towers, or Voltime, but this mod overhauls the location, making it look like a real Nordic ruin, adding monuments and even more skulls around the place to let you know they really love to eat. Bethesda really tried to censor giants by hiding the fact that they eat humans and putting skewers on sticks instead, but we all know what they do. This is just a simple great mod that expands on the already forgotten location. I really hope this gets the attention it deserves, even if it's from this video, because I'm definitely keeping this in my mod list. But up next we have one more from this mod author, but instead for the Tumble Arch Pass, called the Terrifying Tumble Arch Pass. This one is much more simple than the Guldun Rock version because this one just kind of adds a blockade of sorts around the giant's camp. I mean, if anyone can destroy a monument or just pick up and rearrange them, it would be giants, and it looks like they turned this place into a real home for them. Up next we have a mod for the undead or the dead, specifically the skeletons. They have been overhauled with the new mod called Skeleton SE. I just managed to get this one in the video. I was looking at new mods today and just saw this one. But this mod overhauls skeletons in a simple way, making them more realistic and creepy. The only unfortunate part about this mod is that just because it just came out, it doesn't work with the Restless Dead if you use that, which is a main staple on my mod list. First Draugrs and now skeletons. I really love the Restless Dead, unfortunately. But if you're looking for a new realistic skeleton that might get you censored on YouTube, this is probably the mod you're looking for. And that was pretty much it for today, guys. I do plan on doing some more underrated mods or hidden gems in the next video, and also more mod list reviews since you guys ended up enjoying those. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. But as of right now, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Peace and love, guys.